Hello, everybody. Welcome to Astrorisa Moon Forecaster. We're getting ready for this upcoming November 23rd, 2018 full moon. It is called the Beaver Moon and the Frost Moon for the month of November. It is a moon 0 degrees Gemini in house 9. The sun is 0 degrees Sagittarius in house 3. This is going to occur at 12:39 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to talk about some aspects for this moon time. I am going to let you know that I have not seen any sextiles, trines, or conjunctions with the moon during this upcoming November 23rd moon time. All I am seeing are opposites and squares. So for you all that know about astrology and know about aspects, take that into consideration when you are dealing with the energies of this moon time. So I'm going to go over 3 different aspects of this moon time that we have. But I will let you know that we do have the sun opposite the moon. The moon is opposite Jupiter, and the moon is square Mars. Those are the 3 aspects that I'm going to go over. So we have the sun opposite moon. Now, generally, the sun opposite moon is always dealing with conflicts and it's dealing with relationships. But I'm going to look at this a little bit further because I want to look at where is the moon. So I'm going to say the sun opposite the moon, but the moon is in Gemini. So it is dealing with conflicts with relationships and with close family members. But this sun opposite moon has an energy that would be related to like the Two of Cups, which would be a double Cancer if you're talking about decan. So it'll be like your first decan Cancer. So it has a lot of watery energy with it, even though the moon is in Gemini. So again, sun opposite moon in Gemini. So what this is dealing with then is it's not only dealing with the energies of house 4, or which is Cancer, and where the moon lives. We can say that, right? Or it's dealing with house 5, which is associated with the sun and that type of energy. It is also dealing with oppositions within the scope of what we know, what we believe, and what we understand based on what we're taught, what we see, and what we experience within our own relationships and within our own families. So like I was saying, think of these aspects during this moon time as Two of Cup energy. I have mentioned it's a doubling of the Cancerian expression, but that's a doubling of the Cancerian expression, the Yemaja expression, the Offset expression within our collective consciousness. We're exchanging feelings based on our perceptions of what is reality and truth, and we're holding loved ones accountable more during this moon time. Some are encouraging camaraderie. Some are holding individuals to task. Some of us are policing ourselves, and there can be more arguments within the home and the family when this aspect is influencing people. And there's an element of mental and or physical escapism also happening based on the moon and Gemini in house 9. This is speaking then of people wanting to leave the home. They want to leave their job. They want to move out of the city. They want to find themselves. Some of them during this moon time may even cease communicating with home and family and even their friends because they are wanting to do something very quiet and somewhat secretive. They just don't want people in their business. And they have their own personal reasons. And you may even ask them, I haven't heard from you, or what's going on, and they don't even want to tell you. And at this point, we may not want to take their behavior personal because it may be something that they're just feeling in general. And because we're close to them in proximity as being friends and family members, we're seeing their behavior and we're not understanding why are they pulling away. But they're really like just trying to find themselves. and trying to sort out something. And then really enter their head and enter their mind. And so, if anything, you may want to just show them or let them know that you are supportive of them and you're there for them when they need you. So that's the kind of energy with this sun opposite moon time is happening. Then we also have the moon opposite Jupiter. And Jupiter is in Sagittarius in house 3. So this aspect encourages deep understanding about a situation, and it calls one to require patience. If you are connecting with the moon opposite Jupiter, then it's going to also be somewhat of a challenge, because this aspect during this particular moon time has a martyr energy with it. For some people, this means they are highly demanding of your attention. They're wanting you to self-sacrifice, and they can put others on a guilt trip in order to get their way, and also to get your time. So they feel more comfortable with people doting on them and taking care of them, more so than taking control of their situation or their own illness. So this aspect will encourage also overindulgence. It can encourage binge eating, binge drinking, and also it can encourage a bipolar behavior where you'll see people are very excited and they're gung-ho about something. They buy 10 pairs of shoes, and then tomorrow they're the total opposite. They wake up and say they hate every pair of shoes that they bought. The colors are depressing. I'm going to the extreme, but understand this moon opposite Jupiter is extreme in itself, because Jupiter is an expansive energy, so it can go to the extreme in any direction. So we're talking about it being in its extreme. So then there can go into this extreme depression, and also, again, a retreating happening where they just, don't want to be bothered. But that martyrism is not so much of the person that's living the moon opposite Jupiter as being the martyr. It's more of them asking you to be the martyr for them. So, if you're having those kind of experiences, just be aware that, somebody within this relationship is picking up this moon opposite Jupiter. And so there needs to be a balance that happens, and you have to kind of, bring it under control as much as you can. You can't control that person, but you can control how you're going to interact with them. And above all, the first thing it asks for anytime you have a moon opposite Jupiter is it asks you to be patient. So we have to be patient with people. And the last aspect I'm going to share with you all is the moon square Mars. Mars is in Pisces at this time, and it's going to be in house 6. Now, this moon square Mars energy does bring up a very aggressive, aggravating personality in itself. But this aspect can strongly influence our workplace and our personal space because of where Mars is at this time. So personalities that like to control, personalities that are ambitious and assertive can be more prevalent during this moon time under this aspect of moon square Mars. So moon in Pisces squaring Mars also, like I said, it affects our work environment. And it can be a challenge for those who have to work in group settings because they feel more comfortable working alone or working with fewer people. So the need to get along, going right back to that Two of Cups energy that's ruling this kind of moon aspects. This Two of Cups energy can be a bit challenging. This aspect, moon square Mars, can bring out also the jealous lover, and be really careful because during this moon time, this aspect can bring out the disgruntled employee who goes postal. But on the lighter side of this moon square Mars, it can also bring out the adventurous spirit in couples and friends who decide to walk the Appalachian Trail this month. Some of you deciding to go hiking. Some of you are deciding to just have fun as a group or a couple and just do something like get out in nature. You're wanting to just get out there and just do something, instead of just being home. So that is the positive aspect of this moon square Mars. It takes you out of your comfort zone, which your mundane, everyday, dull thing you're having to do, your routine. It takes you out of your routine, or it changes up your routine, and it puts you out there doing something that you actually can enjoy as a group, a couple or a group. These are the aspects that I'm sharing all with you today. There are a couple of other aspects that are going on. There is a moon opposite Mercury, which I have not touched on. And then there is Mercury square Neptune, again, which I have not touched on in this particular video. I do want to also let you all know that Mercury is retrograde, and that started November 16th. We're going to stay in this retrograde until December 6th of this year. And also, if you were not aware, the north and south nodes did shift as well in November. So November is a real heavy month because a lot's going on. Initially, I said that the north node was going to move into Cancer on November 5th, but it started November the 6th at 2:06 p.m. Eastern Time. So we've moved from a Leo north node to a Cancer north node, which is 29 degrees retrograde in Cancer in house 5. And our Aquarius south node moved into Capricorn, 29 degrees in house 11. And the last time that we had a Cancer north node, Capricorn south node was 2000, the year 2000, 2001, 1981 to 83, 1962 to 64, and 1944 to 1945. And then there's some previous dates than that. So if you look back over your life, if you were born since then, and just look at what was going on, not only in your personal life, but look at what was going on in the world, because whatever that theme was, we're going to re-examine that and experience it. This is definitely our karmic moon time, and the sign of Cancer is a karmic energy in itself. So I'll be doing some more videos talking more about this north node, this new north node that we're going to be experiencing. Pay attention to how there's going to be a shift in the consciousness of the population during this month. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be challenging, but it's what our spirit, our soul self has required ourselves to experience during this time. So again, everybody, just get ready for this November 23rd moon time. You have an idea what these aspects are, the energies that are out there, and then you best decide what you want to put up with, what you're going to participate in, and how you would like your November to go moving into December. Okay, everybody, so remember to know your truest self, follow the moon. Thank you for chiming in, and I'll see you next month when the moon is full. Take care.